All those men and females out there, I want you to do me a favor, grab your pencils and paper, because today we're going to be talking about 5 tips to a happy and healthy relationship.
I hope these 5 little tips that I have learned throughout the years will be helpful to our viewers out there.
It's active listening. Listening for understanding helps communicating effectively and reduces marital conflict.
This is one of the important components involved with communications. And so often couples come to me and they say, we're having problems with communications. The person who's actively listening is really trying to listen for understanding. What is the other person trying to say first before they can actually respond? And so I think in the marriage that we need to kind of validate each other, affirm each other, to acknowledge, the things that we do for each other. And it not just doing, but just being supportive, being there, and not just taking each other for granted. When you make the marriage vows, the whole idea of loyalty, of commitment, of love, real love.
As a married person, I know that I've made a lot of sacrifices and my wife has made a lot of sacrifices. I feel like I had to sacrifice to be able to communicate and to be able to be on the same level as my wife, and my wife probably had to sacrifice to be able to communicate and be on the same level as me so we can see eye to eye. You have to be willing to do everything that you can to make your spouse happy. You have to be willing to do whatever you can to make her happy, to make sure she's happy. And your spouse, on the other hand, has to be doing everything that she can to make sure that you're happy.
Have surprises for each other. Think of something nice. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but just something nice once a week.
Like flowers, or a thank you card, or write a little poem or something.
Love notes, any of those.
Yeah, love letter. When's the last time I wrote a love letter? Come on, we're grown adults here, and nobody's telling you that you can't drink, okay? We're just saying if you're gonna go out drinking, have somebody, a designated driver, be responsible enough to call a taxi if you're too drunk, drink in the privacy of your own home, just to be responsible. I want to see a picture of Brian again. Show the picture of Brian.
The 2 pictures, the one on the left was taken in June of 1992, and it was at his sister's graduation party. And 3 months later, we had another get-together, and it was for his funeral. That was so hard to handle.
That's a life.
A life. That's exactly. We talk about numbers, and we'll talk about numbers of fatalities, but like you said, it's a life. It's a person who is loved and missed now. Nobody ever wants to think that it could happen to them, and unfortunately it's happening to anywhere from 50 to 60 people in our state currently right now, each and every year, that somebody's going to be killed because of drunk driving.
12 months if you're a first offender, 18 months if you're a second offender, and 2 years if you're a repeat offender. The rate of fatalities, the rate of arrests not arrests, but fatalities and crashes went steadily down as more and more people got the message. The same thing happened in Hawaii. Our alcohol-related traffic.
The picture up of Brian before we go. Look at him. Don't drink and drive. Hi, I'm Kendrick Simmons. I'm the host and producer of Evolution Hawaii. Watch Evolution Hawaii every Thursdays at 6 p.m. on Channel 54. If you live on the mainland or have digital cable, just log on to olelo.org. That's OLELO.org at 6 p.m. your time and click on Streaming Channel 54.